Guild Wars 2 is one of the best MMORPGs that currently exist. Hands down, no question, honestly, about it. It constantly gets updated. It has horizontal progression, which no other MMORPG truly honestly does, at least not to such a good extent as Guild Wars. And if you don't know what that means, anything you do in the game contributes to your overall total strength. You can do whatever dungeon you want at any moment, and it's gonna be the same value. The items that you acquired 1 year ago in this game are gonna still be useful even to this day because there is no power scaling. There's just new items that do different things and that allow you different types of customization and whatnot, which is one of the reasons why Guild Wars is an extremely good completionist game. If you're a RuneScape fan, especially, you kind of probably want to try Guild Wars, honestly, because it is just that RuneScape itch, you know what I'm saying? But it's not top down. It's like any other MMORPG with a perspective from from behind. It is very good, and it only has honestly one weakness that we're probably going to be talking about, but it's not the biggest deal, so I am willing to forgive them. And Guild Wars 3 is not that far off at this point. While Guild Wars 2 is still getting expansions and whatnot, there's going to be even an expansion soon-ish. Trademark, I guess. Guild Wars 3 is kind of in the works at this point, and that's going to be exciting.
According to Google's AI, Guild Wars 2 is one of 2 top contenders for best MMORPG of the past decade. With the newest expansion months away, I have
World of Warcraft definitely is not getting any awards for not being anything but woke slop.
decided to do a full playthrough from ground zero as a brand new player in this so-called top MMO to see just how good it really is. Not a 20-hour impression, a legit full playthrough. Oh, and
Damn.
by the way, I get the feeling WoW didn't make this list because it came out a decade prior.
Okay, he's showing some of the better looking zones. One thing, if you're gonna be playing Guild Wars, that you need to be instantaneously aware of is that the graphics do look old. But that's literally gonna last you only for the first 10 minutes of gameplay. The graphics do look old, but you get accustomed to it like pretty much instantaneously, and everything just seems fine for you because the game's good. And this is not like World of Warcraft retail where you log in, you have no idea what's happening. In this game, you can just easily kind of follow the things that are happening, and it's very easy. It's very intuitive. You have absolutely no problems. Want to go somewhere? Just go off and do it.
I don't know. But what I do know is now is a perfect opportunity for you
No wrong decisions, effectively, which is very nice.
to click on my Twitch link found in the description below and follow me there while this very quick but useful ad plays.
Bad.
Guild Wars
No.
2 is a game I've been itching to actually give a real shot. This is a game I did play back at launch, but I only played for about a month or two, and I only did the instant
Oh, by the way, tab targeting / non-tab targeting.
structured PvP. So in other words, I never actually really played the game. Guild Wars 2 has an interesting system that allows you to max level characters just by PvPing, allowing you to never have to touch any leveling or PvE if that's what you want to do. Needless to say, I was ready to play this game for the first time in all of its glory. Everyone refers to Guild Wars 2 as one of the greats. Not pay to win,
True.
casual friendly.
I mean, you kind of need to buy the DLCs, but yeah, it's not pay to win in that aspect, but you still need to spend money on it.
Community, great dungeons and raids, top tier world exploration, really fun small and large scale PvP, and fantastic combat, which by the way, I've said for a long time that it's my subjective opinion that for a tab targeting MMO, Guild Wars 2 has the #1 combat in the genre. On paper, this game kind of...
Wait, this is not tab targeting. You can cast your skills without tab targeting if you want. It's a mix of the both.
Has everything. The biggest standout feature with Guild Wars 2, however, like it or hate it, is that it's a horizontal MMO. What does that mean? It means you hit gear cap relatively quickly and you never go beyond that cap in terms of power. Everything you gain after that is either cosmetic or convenience. The gear you were in 5 years ago is still at the same level of power as gear today. This, for me, personally, was a big turnoff. I have always preferred vertical.
How? I mean, yeah, but there's so much stuff that you can acquire and find and whatever. I don't know, it kind of seems wild to me. Again, if you want to be a completionist in this game, you literally have probably a year's worth of gameplay. If you want to be like that, which is not bad, honestly. There's collectibles, there's things, there's stuff, boys. Listen, there's stuff.
Progression games where you make gains, you deal more damage, you become tankier, you become more powerful. But I'm ready to see what a true horizontal game will feel like, because originally I was under the impression that there would.
Bro, I remember fighting this on my rogue. This one is kind of annoying.
Be no incentive once you got your gear. That is actually not the case. Apparently, there are still plenty of long-term chase items you can go for that have prestige and function. They just don't provide power. Also, the idea of playing an MMO where everyone's always on a level playing field seems pretty refreshing.
Okay, I'm gonna now talk about one of the biggest minuses for Guild Wars, in my opinion, which Throne and Liberty actually solved. It's the fact that you see these skills down there. Your skills for a character, they're pretty unique. For example, you can be a mesmer, and you can equip a two-handed sword. And guess what? You're a ranged class. There's a bunch of funny stuff like that, but the negative here is that you cannot change your skills. The skills that you have on 6, 7, 8, 9, 0, F1, and some other things. You can swap those a little bit around. You can't swap this one right here because that's tied uniquely to your class. But you can swap these ones out. But these ones aren't honestly even that unique. It's fun to unlock them, but they're not the most unique, not the most interesting in most situations. And if you ask me, the skill system and everything, Throne and Liberty is like just 100 billion times better than Guild Wars. But for some people, that's not a problem. There are a lot of weapons that you can use, but you very quickly run out of combinations of weapons that you want to use, and maybe it's bad. For example, this is a very personal beef for me. But for example, World of Warcraft, when I played something retailish, I always play rogue. Same in Guild Wars. And if you're playing a rogue, if you're playing sub, you one-shot things from the back with ambush. And I hate leveling like that. It's just wait 5 seconds until your next stealth, go into stealth, one shot. It's so boring. And Rogue kind of has the same thing with dual pistols with the rapid fire. It's kind of the same, kind of boring, and if you don't like things like that, there are things that you should avoid. And one of them is rapid fire with Rogue. But you can't really avoid it because everything else is just so unbelievably weak compared to rapid fire while leveling. So, there are problems like that because there's just not enough skills to pick, okay? There's a lot of weapons. They added spears. Don't even know how that honestly looks. But spears are cool. I love spears. Spears are one of my favorite weapons, okay? And there's just not enough. There's just not enough build variety that you can do. I wish that they added, sets that change how your skills function, depending on your weapon, and that would give you some variety, but that's the biggest minus in Guild Wars 2, by far. And that's the only thing that I'm gonna call a minus. Everything else is amazing. I love it.
I wouldn't mind getting away from the biggest downside to vertical system games for a while, which is that your gains eventually become very small and rare to come by. This kind of has to be the case, otherwise the gap amongst players and damage/defense scaling become crazy. Meanwhile, a horizontal game means I can literally stop playing the game for a year and dive straight into the latest raid next expansion on the same playing field because my gear is still this in terms of power. Also, I can experience most of the older content as well, and it will still be just as challenging as when it came out. With all this in mind, I was set to journey into the land of whatever the land
The mount is fun.
is called in Guild Wars 2. You're about to watch a highlight of my first day, first experience entering the world. There's a lot I want to share when it comes to my experience with Guild Wars 2.
Oh, he's looking through, he's finding the vistas. There's a lot of jumping puzzles. I like them, they're cool.
But I'll save that for another dedicated review video. We are going to create our first character. This is going to be a ground zero to hero playthrough. Level 1, nothing. We're not going to get any items from anyone, no handouts. Brand new character from scratch. From the beginning, all the way to and through the end game, and then we're gonna hopefully do all the end game dungeons, raids, all that stuff, world versus world, all of that. This is our first legitimate playthrough. I have played a little bit of Guild Wars 2 in the past. I was mentioning this on my stream earlier, but all of my experience with Guild Wars 2 was all structured PvP, which is a very different thing. It's literally just queuing up for arenas/BG.
Oh, you can do PvP from level 1 if you want. It's completely balanced.
That would be the equivalent in MMO terms, right? So, yeah, I never really actually did the PvE. So this is going to be exciting to really dive into this and explore everything that the game has to offer. I think we're going to be going Willbender. I know I can't play Willbender out the gate. That is going to be
Okay, let's just skip. This is the human starting area.
like the starting zone. Let's begin. Oh, can I move my UI? You can?
Yeah, you can see that it's kind of old, but it has its charm.
Nope, all drag, you can drag. Oh, wait, that's kind of weird. It doesn't, it just auto snaps to a location. That's okay. Talk to Sergeant Woltez. This is a pretty cool opening area. Oh man,
it's a scripted area.
We gotta explore all of this
Oh yeah, and all of that is explorable. Big true.
shit. Oh, that's probably not even a fraction of the actual world map. Very snappy, guys. This game, yeah, the movement, combat, just really snappy. Very polished when it comes to the movement in the combat, man. I don't know. I feel like, especially with the whole inertia thing, right? I guess there is a little inertia here too. I feel like so many games these days are trying to go more Souls-like, you know? More of that realistic movement. Oh, yeah, I just love the combat, man. I love the combat in this game. Holy shit, the combat in this game was so good.
This is a scripted event. I only have played human and yeah, elves also have a scripted event against the big guy. So I'm assuming every race has a scripted event against the big guy.
Oh, look at this. Who is this? Jesus, what is this chair? I want this chair. Bro, look at this fucking turtle. Bro, look at these cosmetics, man. Damn. Dude, out of all the Western games, the look of the characters in this game, definitely the best. I cannot with World of War.
By the way, this is not normal. This does not happen. I'm pretty sure it doesn't happen in this zone. It's just him being a streamer and people coming over.
Warcraft, those like the way the characters look. Also, this little guy is cute AF. Oh my goodness. Bro, the graphics don't look bad, man. Like, I don't like people that are like, the graphics are so dated. Look at this guy. This guy doesn't look that dated. I don't get a mount out the gate, right? Press X. Oh, I have a mount. Wait, I've got multiple mounts. Oh, this is from the expansion. Dude, look at this fucking mount. Let's go. Look at this. Look at this adorable little fucking bird chicken. Let's continue with the story, shall we? Why don't the episode will become playable at level 10. So I just need to level up to 10 to continue MSQ. You unlock a bit every 10 levels. Gotcha. Okay, cool. I like that. Cool. All right, so we get a little experience there. Little point of interest over here. Man, this obviously, the world obviously doesn't look cutting edge, right? You're not going to get that visual Unreal Engine 5 crazy graphical experience. For an older 2012 game, I think this does look fantastic. I do.
When Guild Wars came out, I think it had pretty decent graphics considering everything. But yes, they are way overdue for a graphics overhaul or something like that at this point. But it's not happening because Guild Wars 3 is happening. Actually, let me check. Guild Wars 3 is officially in development at ArenaNet, the studio behind Guild Wars franchise. This was confirmed during NC Soft shareholder meeting. While the game is confirmed, details are scarce. Yes, because when was it confirmed though? And it's likely still in early stages. Yes, that we all can agree on. The primary focus of ArenaNet's team is currently producing content for Guild Wars 2, including its next expansion. Yes. So there's at least one more expansion, and then Guild Wars 2 is gonna be kind of put in a really good thing. Guild Wars 3 still not released will not release in the next 5 years, but that's a Reddit. That's a Reddit comment, boys. Oh boy. Well, you have to trust Reddit. They're really smart people. Someone told me that who was an idiot.
I think the graphics look very, very good. And for a 2025 standard, I think it's still pretty solid. In fact, you can kind of feel that classic flair to it. Obviously, 2012 game. And I think there's a big appeal to that. You know what else had that appeal? Terra Classic. When I played Terra Classic recently, that was also a game where you can feel that classic flair to the world, and I didn't mind it. I really did not hate it. All right, so from what I can gather so far, you do your MSQ. The game leads you into doing your MSQ. It tells you, hey, you...
Okay, so the hearts are quests that are gonna be there. You press the M button. He has to press the M button at some point, yes, see? And the hearts are quests that you can do. You hover over them, you understand it. There's these things that are fast travel nodes. And then you can see a bunch of events usually happening over the world. There's one here killing the spiders in the orchard. There's one here. There's one protecting this place. There's one at the dam here. Can't remember if there's anything here or here. I think there was something here about, you know, and they just pop up and things happen. That's how it works. This is a Vista point. It's pretty dynamic. You can pretty much never go wrong with anything that you decide to do. That's kind of the big thing about Guild Wars.
Explore. Points of interest give you
wait. And this little thing right here, this gives you information about the region. It uncovers the map and the points of interest. Like, for example, here.
Points of interest give you gives you experience. Discovering waypoints gives you experience. Discovering the map, doing little quests, doing spontaneous quests. Literally everything that you do is going to give you experience that will lead you to...
By the way, boys, I want to hear your opinion on this system. Are you a fan when it leads you to a hub and you do things, or are you more of a fan like this? You open the map and you can just see where you want to go and you can go anywhere. Or maybe you don't care. Because I have heard people being thrown off by Guild Wars because exactly this open-ended thing that they don't know if should they do that, should they not do that, what the hell, where are they supposed to go? Which one is yours? Do you feel like that? I personally never felt like that in Guild Wars. I feel like that in, for example, World of Warcraft Retail, and in a lot of other games, where there's just too much different type of shit that you need to learn instantaneously. But not in Guild Wars.
Do, in this case, level 10, where I can then continue on my MSQ. If that is the system, and I'm understanding that correctly.
Oh, I forgot about this. This is also a vendor. You complete this, you can buy some shit for this currency that you get for doing stuff. I never really use it, though, because, at least in leveling, it seems like completely pointless. But, you know, maybe there's something and I just don't know about it.
I really like that system because that just makes the, not only does that incentivize world exploration, which I think all MMOs should do to a certain degree, there's a lot more free...
Yeah, and by the way, here, you kind of have a choice. Do you want to go here? Do you want to go here? Because, see, this is a level 1 to 15. Queensdale. This is the same. And here was, I don't remember, but you can also go here, but no one goes here. I think this was a higher level zone.
Freedom with your progression. Anytime
well, you're supposed to be a higher level
player has options, anytime there is optionality in anything that you do, whether it's an MSQ, endgame loop, progression, whatever that may be, I think that's always really, really good. So this is a fantastic system. What is this? Player versus player.
Everyone.
Ooh, structured PvP already? Wait, I can test out the new class. I can test out the the lead specs, right? Okay, let's do this. Yeah, I think it's important we do this first. Yeah, it's probably important we do this because what if I play the Weaver class and I actually end up hating it? I probably won't. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna really like it, but just in case.
Oh, right. I forgot, actually. This is also a big thing. So, you pick a rogue, and the rogue can become a Deadeye, assassin, or something like that. I don't even remember all of them, but you can choose a different specialization that gives you more MacGuffins. It's pretty interesting.
So this is my spammable skill on Spear. Okay. Wow, that's a pretty fat hitbox. Dude, the range on this is insane. Symbol of Blades. Teleport to your target. Range 600. Oh, that feels good. Okay. Oh, shit. Okay, guys, I need to check out the Samurai class now. I have to check out the Samurai class. Okay, so we're here. Oh. So it's axe, pistol, and then katana, I use Q. Oh, I use Q to swap on this. Bro, I've got to play. Dude, this looks so sick, man. Come on. Dude, come on. Look at this katana. Bro, what is that sound? Bro, the sound. While channeling, you drain flow.
Is he healing? No, he's not healing.
And then I hit it again. Oh, wait, I use... Oh my gosh, that's so cool. What is Zero? Rampage? Take the form of a massive juggernaut? Oh. Oh, wait, what the hell is this?
Oh, and as you can see, sometimes skills change. So, you know, you have options. Necromancers can turn into a lich form and so on. Rogues can steal an ability from things.
The hell is this? Yeah, we're staying on Willbender, boys. We're gonna stay on Willbender. That was a nice little sesh. That was good. I feel much more educated when it comes to these classes.
Educated my ass. Yeah, there's a lot to experience. Oh, he's doing the first world boss that you typically encounter. It's in a marsh next to a monastery. Okay. Pretty cool. And then there's the main city with the MSQ. I don't know. I like Guild Wars a lot. I think it's definitely an extremely underrated MMORPG that people don't give enough attention to. Time to time, it has its moments where people just start playing it more and whatnot. In any case, that was Canon 10 out of 10. Bye!